Outdoor baseball now from the Warehouse District and Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Minnesota Twins. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Phil Hughes is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he was not real effective in his last start. He gave up 9 hits. Going to have to limit that here in this one.
Craig Gentry makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The left fielder, number 3, Craig Gentry.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Eric, these Twins as they take the field here this afternoon. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And it's been a good start to the homestand for them. They've taken 3 of the first 4, so they've had it going here. No question about that.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
Cole Calhoun stands in as he looks at a called strike. 65 degrees our temperature here at first pitch. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Mike Trout gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Hughes looks in. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count, 0-2.
And there's number 8. 1 away.
2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So add 1 more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Garrett Richards gets the starting nod for the Halos. EK, what do you got?
Well, they were real happy with his last start. Got into the 7th inning. He kept the other team at bay and got his ball club to win. They'll take that same sort of effort here.
Byron Buxton comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Byron Buxton.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. These Angels, Eric, as they enter play here this afternoon. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
They've been good away from home here, too. They've won 3 of their first 4 on this road trip, and that's a sign that these guys are really coming together as a ball club.
And he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
We're pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Joe Mauer will stand in for the first time now, and he'll do so as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Gentry, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
Well, I think what they need is a little bit more consistency from the middle of that order. They need production with runners in scoring position.
Trevor Plouffe takes his first trip to the plate with the leadoff man still at second with 1 gone now.
Well, it would have been a lot nicer if that number 2 guy could have moved him over to third base. It would have been easier to drive in that early run, but guess what? A single would probably still get the job done.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
Now the 0-1. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Calhoun is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, the last place you want to hit the ball against this team, right field. He won the Gold Glove Award last year. He can go get him with the best of anyone.
Brian Dozier gets his first opportunity here with the leadoff man still standing at second, but with 2 gone now.
Well, a good chance to pick up his teammates right here because they couldn't take advantage of that leadoff double. So he'll look to get something into the outfield and give his man a chance to come around and score.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. High in the air out to center field. Trout on the run. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Albert Pujols will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Hughes gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control 1-2.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row, and now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He'll enter play right at .333. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. Nobody out, runner on first. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Boy, he's seeing the ball well here early in this first month of the season. Here he doesn't try to do too much with this. He just takes it the other way. That average will climb even higher. He's got another base hit.
Here's the catcher Giovanni Soto now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Yunel Escobar comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in, so you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Little dribbler down the line. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. And that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI ground out.
Andrelton Simmons will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Nice comeback here to get it 0-2. And now you've got to put that early run behind it and make sure that this doesn't get any worse.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Johnny Giavotella will stand in. And he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. First offering on its way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Hot shot to third. Kloof has it. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Angels 2 and the Twins nothing. Eddie Rosario will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
And we know it's just April, so the season is just getting started, but obviously he's off to a great start.
Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Trout, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Striding into the box, Jorge Polanco. He'll get to take his first cuts here. In the air now out to left field. Gentry sprinting after it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he is in there.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with 1 away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Miguel Sano will take his first cuts now. Currently second in the American League in home runs.
Well, it's still early in the season, but I really expect him to keep up this great pace with the power numbers. He's got a ton of pop in that bat.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hot shot on the ground to short, and that's through. A base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, with 1 out and the infield back, he knows he can pick up the RBI with just a simple ground ball. But he winds up with more than that, as this is going to find a hole for an RBI single.
Standing in now, Kurt Suzuki. Hit high and deep is straightaway right field. Back goes Calhoun. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
3-0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
So striding in, Byron Buxton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Looking to minimize the damage here. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
This is a guy that's got to understand his abilities here. He's got the speed to beat out any ground ball, but he's taking uppercut swings trying to go yard.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Looped out towards short. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. Twins get a run on 2 hits. We've played 2 full. It's the Angels 2 and the Twins 1. Welcome back to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Time now for the 3rd inning to get underway from Target Field. Craig Gentry is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And the first baseman can't get there. Hughes steps into the windup. Here's the 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Boy. And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One and 2 as he chases the slider. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
This is how you go about keeping your club in the game. Back-to-back strikeouts. Now, after scoring in that last half inning, you can start to sense that the momentum is starting to shift a bit.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
And he falls behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Joe Mauer settles in to start things out for Minnesota. In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Trout, still going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And a good bounce back from 0-2. It's a leadoff double.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this ball is absolutely matched. I mean, this isn't Coors Field or Fenway Park, mind you. It takes a lot to hit a ball out of here. I'm sitting here thinking, no way is this ball ever going to get there. But he winds up halfway up the wall. That's just amazing.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trevor Plouffe. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit high and deep to right center. Calhoun going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
So stepping in, Brian Dozier, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set. Here it comes. And that's in there for strike one.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. This is line to left. Gentry is there. Let's see if they try it. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure they were going to send him on that ball. This was hit awfully hard, but they decided to roll the dice and take a chance to score him, and it's going to wind up paying off.
Eddie Rosario gets a shot here as he'll look to pick up the second run of the inning now from third base.
And, you know, he doesn't really have to do that much right here. With 1 out, there's a ton of different ways for him to drive that guy in.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. 1 out and a runner on third. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. Well, they should.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 3-2 ball game. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Settling in now, Jorge Polanco, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First delivery to him on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Gentry has it in his tracks. 2 gone.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. The guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Into the box, Miguel Sano. He reached on a single in his first try.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. High and deep to right. Calhoun racing back. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And that's too high, ball 2.
And another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
Lifted into center field. Trout moves over, and that ends the inning. So they score 4 times on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 3 innings complete. It's the Twins 5 and the Angels 2. Albert Pujols will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Hughes is ready. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. There is Dozier. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
Now in the box, C.J. Cron. He singled his last time up. Out in front of it, strike one. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Giovanni Soto is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
First pitch on its way. And that misses inside 1-0. 4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. In for a strike, it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Angels are gone in order. They trail 5-2. Eduardo Escobar is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Into the windup and the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, even though he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 70% of the batters he's faced, the rest of his game has not been sharp, and he's not pitching well.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Gentry going back on it, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left as they open it up to 6-2 now.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, well, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Calhoun is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Wow, that's dangerously close to being back-to-back home runs. This ball just didn't have enough carry to it, so winds up being a warning track out.
So here's Joe Mauer. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Well, in his last start, these ground balls were finding gloves. But baseball, it can be a fickle game sometimes, and the breaks are definitely not going his way this time around.
Hector Santiago is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Trevor Plouffe steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Escobar is there. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Leading off the inning, Yunel Escobar. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton waits on it. 1 out.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Andrelton Simmons stands in following an RBI single his first time through. Here's the first pitch to him. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Escobar ranging back at the track. He makes the running play. 2 down.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in the second baseman Johnny Giavotella. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Brian Dozier comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes the first pitch. And this is low, ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. And reined in, 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Eddie Rosario.
Eddie Rosario steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. Now the pitch. Hit hard towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Jorge Polanco will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Lifted in the air to center field. Trout has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Twins are down on 4 pitches. They lead it 6-2. Craig Gentry will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Here's Hughes back to work now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Drilled to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So with the leadoff man aboard to begin the inning, let's call on our daily feature, this date in baseball history. Cole Calhoun stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Hughes comes set. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there, or he'll take advantage.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, but not 3 apparently, as he'll hold on to it at second base.
Kind of lucky to get an out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it, but they do find a way to get that force.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Here's the 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
The first baseman.
All right, folks, montage alert. Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another. Here's Albert now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
A runner on first with 2 away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of the zone.
And they try to get Pujols to chase here, but he lays off. It's 1-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Angels strand 1. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Miguel Sano will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Now here's the pitch. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Yeah, I think this was a changeup that just hung a little bit too much in the strike zone. Let's take another look at it here. Normally, you want this thing to sort of run out of steam and dip on its way out of the zone. But he starts this one up a little bit too high. And to be honest, he's pretty lucky that this one stayed in the ballpark.
From the belt, the pitch. Kurt Suzuki is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. No one out with a runner at second. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit to short. A quick out number one.
Well, the inning starts nicely with that leadoff double, but aside from a strikeout, a ground ball to short is about the last thing you want to have happen. Well, if this is to the second baseman, that's great, but that's just a wasted out here.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. One out and a runner on second base. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Scorched to third. Fielded by Escobar. On to first, and there are two down.
The center fielder,
Byron Buxton gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. In there, strike one. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two out here and a runner at second. And the runner's breaking for third. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. They lead it 6-2. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Leading off the inning, C.J. Cron, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
And Hughes gets ahead with the fastball for strike one.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Hit hard to the right side. Dozier has it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Giovanni Soto ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch coming now from Hughes. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. And this is swung on and missed by Soto as he falls behind now, down 0-2.
Yeah, ground ball out to start the 7th. Now an 0-2 count. He's looking sharp as ever.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
1-2, here it comes. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Well, the strikeout pitch has certainly been there for him all afternoon, and this, in fact, is the third time he's victimized this guy.
Into the box, Yunel Escobar. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Skied into straightaway right. Sano has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Hughes looking strong that half of the inning, and his guys hold on to a 6-2 advantage. Joe Mauer steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. Right side hit hard, and that is through into right field for a single. Trevor Plouffe gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Hit hard to short. Simmons dives. What a stop. One there. On to first, and they get the double play. Well, that's the absolute definition of a pitcher's pitch right here, especially in a double play situation. I mean, not only is this pitch down, I don't even think it's in the strike zone, and that's an easy double play.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees, it's strike one. On the ground to the left side. Backhanded. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Twins retired in short order. They lead it 6-2. Andrelton Simmons will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Hughes has a play, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Johnny Givotella will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. To first. Mauer's there. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
There's a look at our line score, showing the home-standing Twins on top here in Minneapolis as they look to close this one out. Craig Gentry will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Smoke toward third. Blue fields it cleanly. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Angels are gone in order. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Eddie Rosario digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Designated hitter, Eddie Rosario.
Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, and that's always such a tough pitch to gauge as an outfielder. It's that line drive that's hit right at you because it takes you a split second longer to judge the depth perception of the ball because you don't have a great angle on it. And he couldn't track this one down very well, and it gets all the way to the wall for 2 bases.
Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A runner at second, nobody out. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2. No shortage of extra base hits as you see the totals there. Ready on 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 7-2 ball game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, and if this game's not totally in the bag now, it sure feels awfully close. This is going to make the score now 7-2. And with the trouble they've had scoring so far, closing what will be a minimum of a 5-run gap might be just a little bit too much to ask.
Miguel Sano is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. He's set, now the pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
These guys have put together back-to-back doubles. He was looking for a third with that swing.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. No one out with a runner at second. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Trout is under it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay throw, but too late, and he's safe at third.
That's a disappointing final at bat there. You figure he probably won't get another shot at finishing off the cycle, but still a very good performance to say the least.
Fernando Salas will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning.
Fernando Salas.
Kurt Suzuki will be his first assignment, and he's got a tough spot here with the runner at third and only one gone.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
From the stretch. Shot towards second. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's an 8-2 game.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Eduardo Escobar gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gentry on the move. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Byron Buxton stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is up and in, ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Hard liner to center field. In there, a base hit.
And you know the hitting coach right now is sitting in that dugout pumping his fist because that's what he's preaching all day, every day. Hit the ball up the middle, hit it hard.
So here's Joe Mauer. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Twins 8 and the Angels 2. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Cole Calhoun. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Ryan Presley will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Ryan Presley.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right.
The center fielder, number
And this is just a great job of protecting. You can see this pitch is down. It's away. It's a borderline strike if it's in the strike zone at all. Yet he just reaches out and slaps it into right field.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A runner at first with no outs here. Outside for a ball, 1-1. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike two.
And after 3 strikeouts already, you can bet he's going to be pressing up there at the plate, trying to make something happen. And that just might make things worse.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
Boy, this has been a real nice series for him so far. That's 6 strikeouts right now in this series alone. Man, that's a rough weekend at the ballpark.
Here's Albert now, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. And the victory would be for Phil Hughes if the score holds where it is. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
And, you know, looking down the score sheet, that's the first walk of the game for these guys as a team. And with the way they've been swinging at everything, I wasn't even sure we'd see that.
C.J. Cron will stand in now. And, hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means two men are in scoring position now with two away.
Yeah, sort of a protective swing there as he got on top of this baseball. But the net result is that at least he's able to move these other runners up 90 feet, albeit now with two outs.
Giovanni Soto digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. And he gets him to swing through that one, so the Angels are down to their final strike now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Got him swinging in the dirt. Throw on to first here is going to do it. And the Twins have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here. Phil Hughes. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he really came through with a dominating pitching performance. You see there, 12 strikeouts, and that doesn't even tell the whole story. That was as good as I've ever seen him pitch.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 8-2.